We're just going to do the same warm-up we've been doing, so start marching in place. Sarah, you could move your body, your upper body around a little bit. And take that march out to a wide march. And then bring it back in and make the march a little bit higher, opposite hand to knee. And let's just rock in place, open our arms up nice and wide. And you're just rocking back on your feet, getting your chest, your shoulders, and your upper back warmed up. And roll up on your toes a little bit, not you, Sarah. Do a little bit of calf raises to get our calves a little bit warmed up. And let's just do a kick out in front. You twist your upper body, getting more of the muscles in your upper body warmed up. And then take that into a kickback, getting our glutes and our hamstrings warmed up. I'm sorry about that. I'm not quite sure why I did that. And let's do hip circles, 5 to one side. And 5 to the other side. Shoulder rolls forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and to the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's pay attention to posture. And Sarah, even though you're seated, you could still pay attention to your posture. So plumb line pulling you up nice and tall, one hand behind your head, the other on your chin. Your chin is, push your chin back into the hand in the back. Your chin is parallel to the floor. Your ears are over your shoulders over your hips over your knee over your ankle. Your feet are parallel, hip width apart, pointing forward. Your belly button's nice and tight and your shoulders are down and relaxed in the back. Let me just make sure this alarm is turned off so it doesn't disturb us anymore. Sorry about that. And let's sit. We're gonna do 3 sets of sits to stand. The first one, we're gonna use our arms, just 5 reps. And we're standing nice and tall, still paying attention to posture and sitting down very softly. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the second set, we're going to use our arms. Take our arms out of it. It makes it a little bit harder. By the way, your feet should be about hip width, shoulder width apart. And we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the last set we're going to do with a kickstand. So one leg is bent, you're on your tippy toes. Make sure it's comfortable for you. Still nice and tall. We're going to use our arms with this one, so it's going to be 5 on each leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going. So we're switching to the other leg. So the leg that's on the ground, you're holding about 70% of your weight on that side. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to stand up for the next little bit. So take a break, Sarah. And we're going to start off doing our squats. We've been doing lateral squats the past couple of weeks. So we're going to stay with that. For those of you who want to challenge yourself and you have weights, you could just hold the weights in front of you, and it's a little bit of added resistance. So go ahead if you're comfortable. So we're going to step off to the side, squat back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And supersetting that with calf raises and heel rocks to work on our ankle, calves, and shins. So rolling up on your toes and rocking back on your heels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake it out and take a short break. We're going to do our second set of squats. Once again, if you have weights and want to use them, go ahead. Challenge yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're hinging your hips back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of calf raises and heel rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're moving on to side leg lifts, and we're going to superset those with good mornings. So standing nice and tall. If you can do this without holding on, go ahead and challenge yourself. If that is too hard, even just a finger or 2 on the chair will give you some stability and you're not holding on for dear life with the chair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this time I decided that I'm going to do, go right into the good mornings on this side. So you're standing with one leg straight, the other leg bent on your toes. Really good posture, belly button pulled in, you're pushing your hips back, and as you go bend forward, your head is in line with your back and your back is nice and flat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. And by the way, you should feel the work in that particular exercise in the leg that is straight. So let's do our side leg lifts on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do good mornings. Knee bent, posture nice and straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to repeat that. So let's do side leg lifts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last set of good mornings on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's finish up this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last, good morning. So standing nice and tall, belly button pulled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we are going to do some upper body work. Sarah, get your bands. We're going to do these seated today. We're going to do 2 sets. The first will be the W, so your elbows are close to the side of your body, and you just pull in straight out and squeeze in your shoulder blades together. So we're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's work our opposite muscle, our chest. So the band under your arms, elbows at shoulder height or a little bit lower, your hands at chest height, and you push them forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake your shoulders out a little bit. Do a little quick stretch. And we're going to do a second set of those. So this time we're going to do a T. So your arms are straight out at shoulder height. And you're just going to pull out and squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do our second set of chest press. Elbow shoulder height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to put the bands off to the side for the time being, and we're going to do hip bridges. And for those of you like Sarah who can't do hip bridges today, you could do a second set of each of the chest exercise or another exercise. We're just going to be here for a very short moment. I love hip bridges. I think they're great. So I'm going to give you a moment to get on the ground. I see some heads disappearing. So once you're flat on the ground, your upper body should be nice and relaxed, your head rested nicely on the floor, your feet bent, your feet should be about hip width apart, your belly button still pulled in even though you're laying on the ground, hands pointed towards your heels. You're just going to bring your hips up, contract your glutes as you go up, and release as you go down. This is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And today we're just going to do with your feet a little bit offset. So 1 foot in front of the other, and we're going to switch sides. We're only going to do 5 sets, 5 reps on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's it. We're going to stand up again. And we're going to move on to our lunges. And these will be superset with tandem stance and lateral raises. So Sarah, you can do the lateral raises seated when we get to them. So once again, I'm just going to go over briefly the lunges. So you're going to lunge back and knee up. If that's too hard, you could just do a big step back and a knee up. So we're going to do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch over to the next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can do these seated, Sarah, as I know you are. And for those of you who are standing, one heel in front of your toe. If that is too hard, you could put a little bit of space in between, or you could offset it off to the side to give you a little bit more stability. So even if you're sitting, still paying attention to posture, belly button pulled in, nice and tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do our second set of lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of lateral raises and tandem stands. So now my left foot is in front. Standing nice and tall, belly button pulled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's put those off to the side. This is a good time for a water break. So last week I brought back stepping over to sleeping dog. So we're gonna do them again today. So just to review, it's a high step to the front and you have to bring your leg back equally as high, and a high step off to the side and a high step back in. That's a great exercise to practice getting in and out of bathtubs, getting in and out of a car like an SUV that's high up. And they're really exaggerated lunges, so you're getting a lot of muscle work there, lower body muscle work, so a lot in a little bit of exercise. So let's start off. I'm going to go to the front and then off to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch over. Starting in front again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're supersetting bicep curls and slow marches. And Sarah, you could do bicep curls to learn how to turn that off on my computer. So when I get a notice, it doesn't make a loud ding. So I'm going to start off with my right arm up and my left arm up and my right knee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's put those off to the side and do our second set. Sarah, you can do some more biceps while you're waiting. The step to the front and then to the side again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last side, starting in front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tried it without arms like I'm doing, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of biceps with high knees. So I'm going to have my right arm first and my left knee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And next thing we're going to do some braiding and some tandem walks. So I'm going to start off with my right foot over my left foot and then bring it to the back. So braiding and tandem walk are really good balance exercise, specifically balance exercise, and also coordination exercise, which is important in balance. So 1, don't look at your feet, and my right foot behind, my right foot in front, my right foot behind, and now I'm going to have my left foot behind, left foot in front, left foot behind, and left foot in front. So let's do that one more time. So right foot in front, left foot in front, left foot behind, left foot in front, left foot behind. And you just caught me looking down at my feet. So try not to look down at your feet. So right foot in front, right foot behind, right foot in front, right foot behind, and right foot in front. And now let's do our tandem walk. So It's heel toe. If that is too hard, give yourself a little bit of space between your heel and your toe, or you could offset. I think some friends of mine really desperately want to get in touch with me, so I apologize for all the dings. So let's do heel toe tandem walk to the front. If you need to hold on, make sure your chair is within arm's reach and you can reach it. And let's go backwards. Posture really helps with this. So belly button pulled in, standing nice and tall. And shake it out. And let's do that one more time. So don't look down at your feet. And shake that out. So the next thing we're going to do is a high knee with a twist. So that brings in a little bit of rotation and some more lower body work. If you have spine problems, you don't have to do the twist. You can just do the high knee. So we're going to do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to superset this with triceps. So you can definitely do these seated. Sarah, I'm just going to extend out behind you. I'm going to do them standing. So my knees are bent. I'm bent forward a little bit at the hip. My elbows are close and bent at the side. I'm going to extend my forearm back. Head should be in line with your back. This is about 3, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do our second set of high knees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of triceps. So bent at the knee, bent at the hip, elbows at your side, and extend back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're done with the weights for the time being. So for today, actually. So let's do a side crunch. So you're going to turn your leg out, one hand behind your head, and you're just going to crunch your elbow and your knee together for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And Sarah, you could do this seated. You're just going to crunch off to the side, seated. And let's do the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's practice our single leg stance. So I'm going to do it in the front today. Make sure you have your chair close to you if you need to hold on. We're just going to do a 10 count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll do another set of the side crunch and then do the other side of standing leg, single leg stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for this side, I'm going to be standing on my left leg now. And why don't we try a different direction? So out to the side, to the back, or even to the front with your legs straight this time. I'm going to do it to the back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we are now at my favorite part. We're going to do stretch. So stretch and cool down. So sit on your chair towards the end of the chair. You're going to put one leg out in front, foot flexed. You're going to lean forward from your hip. If you could reach your toes and just pull them gently towards your face, you'll also feel a stretch in your calves. And switch to the other side. And if you have hip or knee problems, you could cross your leg over at the shin and pull gently on the outside of your knee, or all the way over the opposite leg and pull gently on the outside of your knee. Or if you do the figure 4 stretch, cross your legs across and push gently on the inside of your knee and lean forward. You feel the stretch in the hip and glute of the leg that's on top. And switch to the other side. And let's stretch our lower back. So legs open nice and wide. Your belly button is still nice and tight. You're leaning forward. Your back is flat. Get a gentle stretch in your upper back, in your lower back. And now walk your hands over to one foot and you'll feel a stretch on the side. And walk over to the other foot. And gently roll up. And we're going to stand up now. I'm sorry, we're going to do our hip flexor stretch. I'm going to do it seated today because Sarah can't stand. So one leg behind, one leg over. You're going to push the leg that's behind. You're going to push that hip forward, arms up and turn away. And switch over to the other side. Hands up, push that hip forward and turn away. And let's stretch our back. And this is a good posterior stretch, so you're just pushing your hips away. Your knees should be soft, they're not locked out. And gently roll up. And let's stretch your shoulders. And switch to the other side. Stretch your triceps. So your hand should be in the middle of your back. You just pull in gently on your elbow. And today, let's just lean over to that side. We'll get a lat stretch also, and a side stretch. And switch sides, and lean over. And let's stretch our necks. So your shoulders are pointing forward. I'm looking to my right. And I'm looking down. And looking to my left. And looking down. So roll our shoulders forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to end with posture. So feet about hip width apart, toes pointing forward, standing nice and tall, plumb line pulling your head straight up. One hand behind your head, the other in your chin. Push your chin into your hand in the back. Chin is parallel to the floor. Your ears are over your shoulders over your hips over your knee, and your knees over your ankle. Your belly button is pulled in nice and tight, and your shoulders are down and relaxed in the back. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful, hi Michael, hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.